On this episode, I am hunting for a beautiful whitetail buck during the rut in northeast Ohio. Well, it's a beautiful fall evening, guys. Welcome back to EJRC Outdoors. And I just got back from my North Dakota duck hunting trip. I just got back last night. I had some things to do this morning. I'm a little bit late getting out, which seems to always be the case. Right now it is 2:56. In less than 3 hours, it'll be dark. This is not picture perfect bow hunter here. It's often on my channel. I'm getting out late. I'm doing things a little bit wrong, but I'm just showing you the truth of how I hunt. Just because you can't get in the woods way early doesn't mean you shouldn't still go get in the woods. Today is November 4th, so there should be lots of action going on, hopefully. And just like that, I'm head to toe in camo. Got my bow, got the GoPro strapped on. Let's get in the woods. I'm seeing just a ton of fresh deer sign on my walk in. If you guys haven't watched my channel before, I hunt my parents' property where their business is. It's about 192 acres. It's in northeast Ohio, and it is absolutely beautiful. I'm blessed to be able to hunt here. Tonight, I'm sitting in the stand where I shot my first buck ever, so hopefully that brings me some good luck. Right under these tree limbs right here, there's just a small scrape. There's lots of scrapes in this area, which is good. Scrapes are what bucks come to. It's kind of like Twitter for bucks. They come there, let their scent down, they'll pee and scrape under the tree, lick the branches, and assert their dominance over the area. Hopefully you guys can see that there's a piebald deer bedded down right there. This is this piebald that I've been seeing out here. It's looking right at me. Well, unfortunately, I just spooked about 5 deer on my way in here. And I hate getting into the stand late for that reason. I also feel like my scent control is not at its best right now. I don't have a grunt or anything to rattle. Really not well prepared for this hunt, but I'm in the woods. And if you're in the woods, you always have a chance. I just saw a deer go running through the woods over here. I'm running near the neighbor's property, and come to find out there's 2 guys, there's 2 hunters walking through the woods over here. Oh, I gotta hate that. I mean, I'm on private land. This should not happen. But I'm hunting close to the neighbor's property, and I tried to make myself seen so they'd get out of here. Well, this is really unfortunate. These 2 guys just set up in a tree over here. So yeah, that's less than ideal. Unfortunately, no big bucks down today. Luckily, those guys that set up beside me were pretty quiet. They weren't making a lot of noise, and I was able to see some deer. It's funny, there was one little spike buck that was grunting, chasing these does around like he was a big 8-point. He definitely thought he was way bigger than he was. I don't understand why those guys set up right next to me. They had to see me. I was waving my arm and like coughing at them. That's annoying. Nothing I can do about it though. It was the neighbor's land right next to us. Just don't think I will hunt that area tomorrow. Well, it's the next morning, and this sucks. You can see that the sun's already out, and I am not in the woods yet, which is completely my fault. This is real hunting right here. I slept in too late, guys. Stayed up a little bit too late last night. Just think I out of it snoozed my alarms this morning. This is really embarrassing, but this is real. I was laying in bed and I was like, oh, it's too late. I'm like, just get up, get in the woods. It's always better to be in the woods. So I'm actually going to change plans. I'm hunting at my parents' place, which is where I'm staying at, and I'm going to just get in the woods as fast as possible here this morning. Well guys, I just shot a nice buck. I had this doe come and bed down right in front of me about 40 minutes ago. Just another buck. This buck came through pushing a doe over that way, and I was just able to shoot it. It wasn't super tall, but it turned and it looked nice and wide, so I went ahead and took a shot at it. Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get this year as I'm moving around a lot, so I went ahead and shot it. I think I made a good kill shot, but I was definitely, I think, high. But I think it'll be a deadly shot. Did see it run off that way, and I didn't hear it go down or anything, so I'm definitely gonna wait. I had this doe come in and lay right down here for about 40 minutes, and then I was just like, man, that might bring a buck in, and it did. This buck was pushing another doe up here and then came off to check this doe out, and I went ahead and shot it right over here. Just a beautiful morning in the woods, and all glory to God. Love being out in his creation. It's been about 30 minutes. I'm gonna give this deer at least an hour. Meh. 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 All right, finally made it on the ground here. That was one of the coolest mornings of hunting I've ever had. After I shot my buck, I had 3 deer, a button buck, and then 2 does come and bed down right in front of me. And I knew they would bring in probably another buck, and then I heard this buck grunting back here that looked really big. He circled way around and then came up over this way. That was that huge 10 point you guys saw roll through. That was so cool. He just came in grunting. That deer is actually bigger than the one I just shot. That was a beautiful 10 point, and if I had 2 buck tags, I'd have taken him. Hopefully my dad will get that one. That was just so cool to see that thing. It was just pushing, it got that doe up out of its bed, the biggest doe, and was pushing it all around. That doe wanted no part of it, and they were just playing cat and mouse. It was so funny watching them run in circles and hearing that buck grunt. I've heard way more bucks grunting this year than I've ever heard. It's really cool to actually be able to hear him grunt for once. I feel like maybe I've heard once or twice him grunting. I heard it yesterday and today now from multiple bucks, and that thing was grunting loud, and he was big and wide. So then once that buck came through and pushed that doe out, there was still a doe and a button buck bedded down right here. And I was trying everything to get them to move. I didn't want to just start like talking or get up to really spook them. I was trying to just like snort at them, whatever I could do to get them to move so they wouldn't be too spooked, but just get them out of here, and they would not move. Finally, I got the one doe to get up, the button buck. That thing was stupid. I basically climbed all the way down my ladder. He stood up when I was just a couple rungs from the ground. I actually was probably less than 10 yards away from him, and he finally booked it out of here. Such a cool morning of hunting though. I probably saw 10 deer and 2 beautiful bucks, one of which I shot, and now I'm gonna try to find. Again, thanks to God for just this fun morning. Hopefully he can help me find this buck. I shot this buck right over this way. Let's go see if I can find first blood or my arrow. Okay, that buck was standing right around here when I shot him, so I'm looking right now for first blood. Okay, first good sign. Right there we have it. There's my arrow. Somehow I walked directly over it, but I was watching the video of the shot, able to find it, and that thing is just covered in blood. That's an awesome sign. So I watched the video, I went through, and then he went right by these trees right here. That is what you want to see right there. I haven't found any blood yet except the arrow, which was covered in blood, but I watched which way he ran, and I usually don't do this, but I'm pretty confident this one's dead. So I'm just gonna go walk over there a little bit and see if I see anything laying on the ground. This blood trailing is not off to a good start at all. I found the arrow soaked in blood, which was great, and then nothing. I haven't found one speck of blood. He ran through a thicket right when I shot him, which makes it harder. And I walked out ahead just to see if I could see it laying down somewhere, if it was dead. I kicked up another buck over that way, which kind of looked similar. It was running away to him, but that thing was bounding away. It didn't look injured at all. So then that makes me wonder, was it him? Was it not him? Did I kick it up? I don't want to keep pushing it. If it was him, oh boy. Just gonna keep looking for blood right now and kind of start going in the direction it went and just look for blood as I go. Quite literally had to call in the big dogs for this one. Went and got our hound dog, and he's gonna help me trail this thing. I gave this thing a lot of time. Shot it at 9:15, and it is now almost 2 o'clock. Come on, buddy. Where'd he go? He's on something. I think this is the way the deer ran. Pretty cool to watch him work like this. This really sucks. We've been looking for about 40 minutes and have not found anything. Rio kicked up a couple does. He got really hot in this thicket and was really pulling, and then I started to smell. You could smell like a rutting buck, and I'm guessing there was probably just a buck bedded down or passing through there at some point, because I looked through, because he didn't turn anything up, and I think if that thing was laying over there, he'd have found it. Probably just gonna go walk back now, tie him to a tree for a little while, go look myself around where I think he went. Holy cow, guys. Thank the Lord. Prayed to God and was able to find him. He is stiff as a board. Guys, this deer is literally like 200 yards from where I shot him. I don't know, not even. I have no idea how I did not find this deer sooner, but I am so thankful to have found this deer. How Rio did not find this guy, like he was dead probably so fast after I shot him, and somehow I just did not find him. Like, what in the heck? What I finally did was I tied Rio to the tree stand, and I went back up in the tree stand, watched the video of where he went, and I just walked directly in that direction, and I found him within 3 minutes. Oh my gosh. And he has blood all over him, but how did I not find any blood? Look, it's all out of his mouth too. This is a very, very pretty 8-point though. My God, he's so stiff. Okay, so I got this guy all gutted out now. For whatever reason, it was really difficult for me today. I'm not sure why, but I was having troubles, but we got them all cleaned up. Now I gotta go put the dog away. Then I'm gonna have to get the four-wheeler, bring it up here, and get this thing out of here. So still a bunch of work left to do, and the sky is very gray. It looks like it's gonna rain. Holy cow. I've just been walking up, putting my bow down, coming back and dragging the deer to there, and then doing the same thing, putting my bow up 20 yards, dragging the deer 20 yards. And I'm exhausted, and it's starting to rain. I'm gonna leave him here and go get the four-wheeler, but I'm gonna put some of this marking tape up so that I do not lose it. Hey, buddy. Let's get out of here. I'm thirsty. Are you thirsty? Oh boy. Woo-hoo! I'm worn out. I really have no idea how I'm gonna get this deer onto this four-wheeler. It's heavy. It's so heavy. Come on. Holy cow, I got it. Thank the Lord. Holy crap, made it down. That was a little bit touch and go on the four-wheeler, but I made it. Okay, got the deer all hung up on the gambrel, looking pretty, and it's a beautiful night out. Bit windy, but man, it sure is pretty out here. Oh Lord, I'm so out of breath, but was finally able to get this buck into my truck. Oh golly, that was so hard. Anyways, I usually process my deer myself. That's how I like doing it. I want to do everything myself, but I have some situations going on where I'm not gonna be able to process this one. Don't have the time. So I'm taking it to a processor right now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have good luck hunting this season. And guys, just remember to get outside. That's the best place. That's where I feel closest to God. And if you're watching this channel, you probably do as well. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time on another episode of E. Kriegs Outdoors.